Hello. Welcome to the pod. This is episode 208 of the Let's Netflix and Chill podcast. I'm your host, Reese Chanson, and today we're looking at a Netflix series titled Adolescence. Now, this is a brutal masterpiece that leaves you shattered. That's what it left me. I don't know about you. If you've not seen it, go see it. If you've seen it, it's wonderful, isn't it? Listen, this series wrecked me. This is just not a crime drama. It's a slow burning, emotional gut punch that you get. You know that type of punch you get that doesn't let you breathe, that takes your breath away? This is it. It's raw, it's painful, it's deeply unsettling, and that's what makes it brilliant. And the story itself is just, wow. The weight of it all, it's just too much. The story follows Jamie Miller, a 13-year-old whose life is ripped apart by a crime he committed or he did not commit, because that's the first vibe you get, and the story starts. And the way the story shows his fear, his confusion, his desperation makes every second unbearable. Just wow. And Stephen Graham, who plays Jamie's father, I think deserves an award for his performance. He's called Eddie, and his performance is suffocating. It's just sad. You see the pain in his eyes in the first few episodes, the first few scenes, as he sees his son taken by the system, so corrupt, so bad, so evil, because that's what it gives us in the beginning. And even the first scene where they get Jamie from the house is too grand. These police officers are walking into this family, nice family in a small middle class family. They walk into the house early morning, fam, with guns and shit. They snatch this boy out of his bed. They snatch him out. And I see this, I'm like, what the hell are these cops doing? They could have knocked, spoke to the boy's parents, taken the boy to the station, questioned him. That's my opinion. But then you get to find out what he's wanted for. Murder? How could ya? The boy is innocent. I said to myself. And just, wow. I mean, like, there are no cuts, there's no escape. It's just reality. It's that type of show that has no takes. There's no lost in a forbidden world. Of course, towards the end, there's that, time skip where they say 8 months. But in the beginning, it's almost as if it's frame by frame, moment by moment, and it's gushing, bro. It's painful. It feels like you're being stabbed in the gut or something. It's just slow, agonizing, free fall of a family that's their life's getting shattered. Usually when you see a crime film, crime documentary, they sort of make the criminal the main focus. The person who killed, they make them psychotic, they make them insane. The story follows them, basically. Whether they're vulnerable, they think they're innocent, the story mainly follows them. Or it follows the victim, people who are affected by the victim. Or if it doesn't follow that, it follows the investigators. You get the story from the investigator's perspective. But not with this. This gave you a family of the guy who committed crimes perspective. You know, the reason why the series sticks with you, it's not about the crime itself. The crime is horrible. A girl was stabbed. A girl was murdered. But it's about the people. It's not some flashy detective story like I already said. It's just about how a single moment, a single mistake, a single moment of brutality, a single moment of insanity can just turn everybody's life upside down. Not only the lives of the criminal, the life of the person who committed the deed, but everyone involved with them. Yes, the story does not give you more about the parents of the victim. It shows you a glimpse of a friend of the victim, but it's gritty. It's just brutal. It's just cruel. It's just in your face type of action. And I felt it, brother. I felt it. The uncertainty the series brings, about people who turn on each other. The desperation of, holding on, trying to fix, to amend what's already broken. It's infuriating. The justice system seems to be failing Jamie at every turn. Why are they doing this to this young man? You first thought. And you're watching it all happen. And it's enough like, what the fuck are y'all doing? It's just a kid. Then you see the video of the crime actually being committed. Like, damn. And then you see that scene. It's a similar scene that's the thumbnail. That's where the father sees his son stop being innocent. He sees a cold-blooded killer right before him. He just can't help but embrace him in sadness. And granted, his son said he did nothing. And you believe him. This is some fabrication. This video was edited. The police got a slam dunk case. They don't got no weapon. They ain't got no motive. But they got evidence. They got a video of the crime, of the murder. And there's that brief moment where they show you everybody. They're following the detectives, but they're showing you everybody. They're showing you the ramifications of this murder at the girls' school. Bear in mind, these are kids that school together. They're showing the ramifications. How the friend of this lady who got murdered feels. How the friend of the guy who killed a girl feel. How they being targeted, bullied. All that. You see it. Then you see the family. The Miller family. What I'm surprised, I was hoping. It's a bad thing that I'm hoping. I was hoping that Millers will lose their business because they stopped getting contracts. Because people act weird like that. You raised a killer. We don't want you in our neighborhood. Their car get graffitied. The daughters they try to hide their daughter because the bad people outside are judgmental. And you get to see this. Like, yes, a crime is committed, but these are people's lives, fam. You raised the killer. There is even a scene where the parents are asking themselves, where did we go wrong? Where? There's a scene where the father's questioning his father, how he fathered. He questions his father. My father used to beat me up when I did something. And I promised myself I'd never do that to my kid. And he never did that. But his son is a killer. He goes to the whole phase where I took him to the soccer games. I bought him the computers he wanted. I did everything for this young man, but he still became a killer. Why? This film, there's no insane thing. Just one angry kid who had a knife to stab someone. That's just what happened. There's not a serial killer. He's not bitter. He's not a monster. It's just one kid who lost his temper, who happened to have a knife, who lost it and stabbed a girl to death. Went home, pretended like nothing happened. Probably could have gotten away with it. But it would have eaten him alive. And then you just see the film, bruv. From minute 1 to minute 2. The interrogations. The psychologist or therapist or shrinks interviewing him, trying to know more about him, how his brain works, why he would do this. They're trying to find out why. Bear in mind, this guy is not really giving why he killed the girl. And towards the end, we get to find out why. It's bullying, bro. They bullied him. They spat on him. He confronted the lady. She talked shit. He slapped her. She slapped him back. He stabbed her. She's dead. That's what happened. Very short, brief moment. Moment where you try to intimidate someone and they don't get intimidated. They fight back. And you lose your mind, like, this bitch is hitting me. And you stab him several times. There's some heartbreaking shit. Really. Adolescence is a Netflix masterpiece. Filled with tension, heartbreak, gut-wrenching. It's brilliant. It's the most uncomfortable viewing experience I've had in a while. But the discomfort makes it real. Makes it almost as if I was watching a documentary that was reenacted. That's what it felt like. It was so fucking real. I felt it. And the kid who plays James or Jamie Miller, brilliant acting lad. Brilliant. The guy who plays the woman who plays his mother. I mean, like, so many elements. There's this detective who's overworking and not close to his son. Somehow this case brings him close to his son as he realizes what kids go through on these Instagrams and Facebook, and he tries to mend a bond with his son. Towards the end, he does that. So it's a happy ending for him. But what about the Miller family? What about the girl's family? What about her friend, who, to me, almost felt suicidal to a point? That her world was gone. A young lady who felt like no one wanted to be her friend, who felt isolated, had one friend, and our friend is gone now, fam. She's gone? What now? Her world is shattered. She's violent now. How's the system going to help her? How many therapy sessions does she have to go to be cool and calm? Like, when you raise a killer, that doesn't mean you're a killer. Or when you raise a criminal, or your family member does a crime, you get scrutiny as well. You get scrutinized for their crime. You get to pay for their bad deeds. By the looks, some paint your car, graffiti your stuff. Some fire you, You lose businesses. Some break up with you because they don't want to be associated with a criminal family. You become famous. The father of a murderer, the sister of a murderer, and the woman who gave birth to a murderer, the friend of a murderer, the teacher of a murderer, the school that a murderer came from. What did the school do? He was killed outside the school premises. He was killed outside the family premises. But they get tainted, painted, brushed with the same filthy brush. This was sad. This was well made. I loved I don't know if I can say I loved every waking moment of it. Every waking moment of it was sad as fuck. It took me a while to watch this. I think it's about 4 or 3 episodes. It took me a while to watch this. But I feel like I should have watched this a bit earlier. Especially when you think about the scenes and everything. I should have watched this earlier. I should have given the review earlier when it was fresh and new. But I'm sure everyone has watched it at one point. So, you should watch this. This gets a 9.5 from me. It's that good. Like I said, most psychological or emotional dramas that deal about murder or crime, they follow the detective. They follow the victim's family. They follow the perpetrator. They hardly follow the perpetrator's family. They hardly follow the surroundings. Yes, I wish they would have added the victim's family element to it. But I think it would have tainted the story. But I mean, like, imagine if the parents of the victim went to the murderer's family and started cursing them out. You know, have some sort of weird scene at a supermarket. That would have made it even worse. That would have made it even sadder if the parents showed up and started calling the family members. I want my baby. You hear a mother say that. I want my baby. Your son murdered him. That would bring a tear in anybody, man. Especially in such a brutal, cruel way. What a show. Raw, painful, deeply unsettling. It's brilliant. Just brilliant. I implore you. Watch it. Watch it. You will not be disappointed. Thank you for watching, for listening. This has been your boy Reese Johnson. Now that was entertaining. Please let us hang out yet another time. Remember to like and subscribe. Adios, folks.